All right, so we are logged into Housecall Pro. This is what you'll see once you create your account. We're on the Home tab. So what we first want to do is get our company in the system. So we'll just keep this simple. We'll go up here, go to this gear icon. Now on the left navigation pane under company, we just want to add our details. So we'll click edit and just walk through all of these details, your business name, your address, website, your industry, get all of this in the system, your company description, your logo, any messages that you want to have on your receipts or estimates, invoices, and then your terms and conditions. So this is, the basic stuff that will apply to all your system documents like your estimates, invoices, so that you'll be looking professional. And then what we want to do is, if you have multiple employees, you want to go down to teams and permissions. So this is where we add all of our team members, and it's pretty basic. You just add a team member and you enter their details here. You can assign the role that they're in, either admin, office staff, or a field tech. And then you have all these options to add various permissions. So you have a lot of granularity. You can have a lot of control over who sees what with this app when they're using it. So that's great. So in terms of getting your account set up, I would just focus on first getting those company details in the system and then adding your team members. Okay, so we have those two things set up. Now let's create our first customer. So we go to new, click customer, and you have all these fields to create your first customer. So you can add multiple phone numbers, email addresses. This is great. So once you enter their name, it'll show their display name on all the documents that you send to them. And you can mark them as either a homeowner or a business. Enter their street address. You can add multiple addresses if they have multiple homes or different properties. Add notes. You can add who they were referred by, if any, and then various other details here. What's great too is once you add their address, the system will show you a Google Street View of their house. So, if it's your first time visiting them, you can see a real picture of what their house looks like. So reduces kind of the ambiguity when you're out on the road. But okay, so that's great. We got our customer in the system. Now what we want to do is create our first job with a customer. So we'll go ahead, we'll click new again, click job, and you can either add a new customer directly from this job screen, or you can enter a customer that you created. So we'll just start typing in a name, and so they've been applied to this job. Now we'll just kind of quickly walk through all of these fields. So obviously these are some private notes that you can add to the job, which is great, so that you can kind of keep your back end thinking, and any additional notes that you want to write private so that the customer doesn't see. So you can either toggle this to have notes for the job or notes for the customer here. Then we have our scheduling field, and we have the from and to, the date, the time, and you can select anytime if the arrival window is anytime throughout the day, or you can include an arrival window. So to do that, you'd click this pencil icon. This would take you to a more in-depth scheduling window where you can add your arrival window. You can assign the team member. You can toggle if the job repeats or not. So you have a lot more options here. And then you can also use this find a time feature, and this will kind of scour your existing schedule and generate a time that might work. And then you click this up here to notify the customer. I always keep this on because I like my customers to have all these touch points and know when things are being scheduled and stuff like that. So this scheduling pane here, then we have a few additional fields. You can add checklists, which is great if you want to add like a mandatory checklist for your field tech and provide consistent quality across jobs. Add any attachments, any photos that are relevant to the job. You can add some tags, which is great to filter customers, and then you can add their lead source. And then now here, this is the line items for the job. Now, if you had created an estimate and then you converted that to a job, that estimate would automatically be attached to this job. But since we're creating a job first, we can enter our line items separately. And this is not linked to an estimate, but we can add our services. Now, if we click this, I'm not going to go into this today, but if you have a price book, you can import your prices for your materials and your services into Housecall Pro. They have an import wizard, which makes it pretty easy. You have to do a little bit of formatting on your end if you have a spreadsheet to import that. And then once that's imported, you can just easily populate services and materials and add those line items really quickly. But, we can just quickly add a service, do faucet replacement. You can enter the quantity, the unit price. If it's taxable, you can enter a scope, job description, and then you can also save items to your price book directly from the line items. So go ahead and save this. We'll add a cost $150. Okay, that's great. And then we can, same thing, add our materials. You can add a discount if you'd like to, either a dollar amount or a percentage. You can enter your tax rates, and then you see the total down here. Now we'll go ahead and save this job. Great. So now we have an activity feed of everything that we've just done. Shows you when the job was scheduled for, and you have some various things here, but we won't focus on these today. Like, you can add a job costing breakdown, but there's our line item. Again, like I mentioned, you can link an estimate to this if you had done that previously. You can add an invoice, and again, I won't cover this today, but you can add progressive invoicing if it's a large job. So you can invoice the customer at multiple stages throughout the job. And then up here, finally, we have our appointments. So we schedule this for March 27th. Between this time, it's a 2-hour arrival window. No employees have been assigned yet. We can change this, and we can edit the appointments as well. And you can add multiple appointments too. So this is what this looks like. And then within the app, once your field tech starts navigating to the job, they click on my way. A customer will be sent an on my way text, which is great. And then the field tech can start the job, finish it, invoice, and get paid. So, and then I'll just show you what an invoice looks like on the desktop here. If you have an admin in the office manually sending invoices, they click this once the job was done, and you have a bunch of options here. So we'd click this pencil icon. You can change the payment terms when the invoice is due, either on receipt, start of work, or the completion of work. This shows the total. You can add any invoice messages, any additional attachments. And then you have more options over here to display what you want to show to the customer. And that kind of adds or takes away information from this invoice template here. So that looks pretty good. And then once you're all set, you can send it off. You can also download these invoices as PDFs or print them if you still like to keep paper copies of things. All right, so that has been a basic walkthrough of how to get your account set up in Housecall Pro, how to add your first employee, and create your first job. So there's a lot of other features to talk about, but I just wanted to cover the basics to get you up and running. If you're new to Housecall Pro, or you're set up here and you're finding that it's been difficult to implement, I help businesses, I work with them one-on-one to get their accounts set up, fully optimized, and then improve their operations using Housecall Pro so that they can really get the most out of the software. So if that interests you, check the description below. But other than that, hopefully you got some value out of this video, and I will see you on the next one.